What's up? Welcome back, Enchanters, to what I am so highly anticipating. It's been a little over a year that this bad boy went up for pre-order, and it is none other than the Iron Studios Batman the Animated Series Deluxe Batmobile with Batman. If you've been following me on this channel, you know Batman the Animated Series is my all-time favorite cartoon and animated series ever created. It's just incredible. And if you know, I'm an Iron Studios collector. I'm also an Iron Studios retailer. I did purchase this at retail. I just recently became an Iron Studios retailer, so I did not get this at a retailer discount by no means. And I'm so excited because I own the Batman 89 Batmobile, which, by the way, I do have one for sale, an extra one on my website. But now we own the animated series one, and I'm so excited. Now, before we get started, the YouTube algorithm brought you here, and I would hate to have you disappear and get lost in the algorithm. So it means the absolute world for you to hit that smash button, subscribe to this channel. It's absolutely free, and comment below what are your thoughts on this. And without further ado, let's dive in. Now, as I mentioned before, I'm an Iron Studios retailer, so you can go check to see what pre-orders are currently available for Iron Studios. I know the new Thanos piece, the new Thanos Gauntlet series. I have that already up for pre-order, the Thanos, and also the Disney collection, the Disney series as well. I have for pre-order, and I'm so freaking excited for this piece. Now, this piece retails for over $1,100 before shipping and taxes. That's the price for this bad boy. And a lot of people thought that was expensive, and I agree. And when the price came out for a piece that's so solid, doesn't really have much detail or intricacy, because it had that Art Deco, just solid matte shading to it. It is overpriced. Now, of course, you're paying for the $1,100. You're getting the extra Batman figure, which, by the way, you could buy just for $150 on its own, but you're paying that extra $900 because of the weight and girth to this. That's the reality behind this. I have not opened it. I don't know if it's going to be worth it. I'm definitely going to give you my review. I know very little about this piece, and I hope to be the first YouTube channel that unveils this, because I do know that many collectors pass on this piece, and I hope that this piece also has an edition size to it, because I do know that not many people pre-ordered this. So without further ado, I'm going to go off camera, remove this out of the art box, show you the art box, and then we're going to remove it out of the art box and show you, zoom it in on all the specs and put it side by side with Harley Quinn and Joker. All right, let's start with this freaking kick-ass art box, y'all. Like, it is on another level. It looks freaking amazing. It has the 10-year anniversary of Iron Studios. There you have Batman with the Batmobile, and I love the entryway into the Batcave, the alley. I mean, it just looks freaking amazing. Now, I will say I'm very concerned because something is wiggling from inside the box, and I pray that nothing is damaged. So let's hope for that. There's some bats here in Gotham City. In the back, there you have a more zoomed out version of Batman with the Batmobile. It says Iron Studios, Worlds to Collect, and the Batman the Animated Series logo as well, which I really appreciate, and it's also on the top of the box as well. Now, this box, if you are curious, weighs 17.5 kilograms, which I don't know what that would be in pounds, but it's heavy. And the box itself is 60 by 37 by 86 centimeters. I don't know what that is in inches, but I can definitely measure that for you. It is very large. It's the size of a Sentinel box. A little smaller, much smaller, not as wide as a Sentinel box from the X-Men, the animated series, Iron Studios piece, but it's just as tall, but not as wide. So that's something to consider as well, because obviously if you're collecting these, you're going to be storing the units in the boxes as well. So let's be back, and I am going to take this out of the styrofoam and review this piece. I also would like to note that this piece is not taped. It does have both of the Velcros, which I love seeing. I love a Velcro moment, so that's something to bear in mind as well. So let's open this bad boy up. So let's open this bad boy up. You want to always open the Iron Studios logo side up. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. This should only be, this is 4 pieces. Let's start with Batman because I feel like that's what's damaged. Because something is wiggling. He is not damaged. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Then again, if he was damaged, I'd prefer him being damaged because he'd be an easy replacement to send. There you have him. How freaking amazing is this? I love the midnight blue hue on the back, on the back side of, well, the front, the inner portion of the cape. He has that matted look. He has that gray batsuit aesthetic to him. His face looks sharp and incredible. Again, not much detail to these figures. It's actually a little bit lightweight as well, and that's because of that matte shading, that Art Deco aesthetic from the series. There isn't much detail to it, hence why they're also far more affordable, these proximity pieces, when you buy them individually versus some of the X-Men ones who have more paint details. They look incredible. He looks phenomenal. Again, it's so much nostalgia right here. Freaking looks epic. You can buy this alone with its base, just the standard base, and that one's $150. It is available on ironstudios.com, also on Sideshow, etc. If you were curious, I did purchase this on Iron Studios. Lately, Iron Studios has been also sending their shipments out way before Sideshow. So yeah, so I'm gonna take this out. As you can see here, we have the base. Here we have another stand. That's where Batman's gonna go, and we have the Batmobile. I'm so excited. All right, let's bring y'all back once I take it all out and set it up. All right, here we go, y'all. I'm beyond myself right now. Just wow. It's exactly what I expected it to be, but let's start with the base first. So no, does not have an edition size, which is quite tragic. Now, if you weren't aware, it's quite heavy. So this is a flat base. What I love is it does have that like tire. It has like a tire. It's like a I don't know. It kind of looks like a railway, but it's not. I feel like it's like almost like one of the tire impressions on the base. This is the actual base. If you need to zoom in, I'm not sure if you do or you don't, it doesn't have an edition size. And something you may or may not know about Iron Studios is they open pre-orders. So all they basically take pre-orders on their website, and all of their retailers like myself take pre-orders, and then we have a deadline. So usually when an order goes live on pre-order, we have up to 3 months to collect orders, and then we must submit our orders into Iron Studios. And then from there, Iron Studios calculates how many units were sold, and they'll produce a little extra wiggle room for them to maybe to have on the side or for any damaged pieces, and that's it. So it technically is an open edition, and it's incredibly limited as well because they turn around so many different IPAs from various licenses. You're going to notice that with most of their stuff. Very few pieces in the past, like the large Iron Studios Sentinel pieces, had actual edition sizes to it, but they don't put edition sizes on it. You're going to get the Batmobile, which we're going to dive into in a moment. You're also going to get Batman and his base, his side base. Now, this is actually what you would get if you purchase it on his own, and basically that's what you get here. He keys into this base right here. He has one peg. Boom. And it's just a quick, easy insertion. And following that, you're gonna get the Batmobile. Now, this thing is huge. It's matte as I thought it would be. It does have like this, what looks like this vinyl glass, it's probably plastic, window. There isn't much detail to this at all. The compartment does not slide, which I wish it did. I wish this slid open and you can see the details inside. Like the Batman 89 car, which had so many details. This does not have that. It's very just matte, it's solid. There isn't much to it, to be honest with you. And what more can you expect, right? We didn't ever really get much detail of the Batmobile in the animated series. It is quite big. It's much longer than the Batman 89, as you can see. It's much longer. That is the back of it right there. The front, I mean, it's scaled accordingly, the same size as Batman is, which is pretty rad. Now, this does turn over. Just want to turn this slightly over, and we're going to apply it on the base. Now, if you want to see what the bottom looks like, that's the bottom for you. I'm going to zoom you in at the end of this so you can see it all together alongside Harley Quinn and Joker. That is the bottom of the Batmobile. we are going to place this on the base. Ta-da! And Batman, you don't want to be careful because it could slide off. And then Batman goes dead center in front of Batmobile. And then you can position Harley Quinn and Joker next to him. There you have it. What are my overall thoughts? I'm going to zoom y'all in and I'm going to give you that. It looks amazing. What I will say before we zoom in is I was really excited about the series because I was expecting so many pieces. A year ago, they announced all 3 of these pieces, which was like, it blew me away. First, it was the Batman, then we got the Deluxe Batman, then we got the introduction of Harley Quinn and Joker. And then Harley Quinn and Joker ended up releasing right before Batman did. And I mean, I was ecstatic at the time. Since then, there's been no other additional announcements on additional sidekicks, heroines, any additional villains. There's so many characters. There's over like 60 different characters they can create in this diorama series. Like it's capable of being a very extensive collection, and other maybe renditions of Batman as well can be created. Nothing has been announced yet, so I'm not sure what's going to happen with this series. I'm not sure if it didn't do well. I think it's amazing. It's also far more affordable, minus the Batmobile itself. But I do know that within the collector community, I haven't seen much buzz around this series, which is very shocking because it's considered to be the best animated series ever made from a comic book rendition, right? So I'm shocked by that. I definitely understand that this price point of this Batmobile scared a lot of people, and it was at the height of last year where like everyone was making statues, and people are like, hey, we're like over COVID, and I may not have the money, that discretional income to be spending on statues with so much inundation of so much product everywhere. So I don't know if that's played a part in. I haven't really seen this circulate on socials at all. But without further ado, I'm gonna bring y'all in closer. Let's zoom in on this bad boy, show you the more detailed specs. Overall, I'm gonna give it my rating, my unbiased review, right? Also, if you were curious, how long does this measure? From this end right here to the front of the car, it is about 29 inches wide. In girth, if you include Batman right here, it is 14 inches in depth, if you were curious. And in height, Batman being the tallest, it is a little under 10 inches. So, yay. So let's go ahead and bring y'all a little closer. All right, so here we have it. As you look at all these details, again, it's an incredible, incredible piece as you zoom in on it. Batman looks amazing. His portrait looks incredible. I mean, what more can you ask for, right? I love the Batman the Animated Series logo on it. I think it looks phenomenal, phenomenal, phenomenal. I think an amazing dial they could do is the Batcave with Alfred. That would be so rad. And how expensive would that be? Again, the piece is very, very, very solid, right? There isn't much to the Batmobile itself. Very, very, very solid. Again, it has that matte finish. The only gloss you see is here. And again, I wish this slid open and you can see details inside. Again, I thought that was something they missed out on. The yellow lights here, the headlights. Again, not much to go about. Again, that's what it was. It was a solid vehicle. It was geometric and it didn't really have much to it, right? And then here is the back of the exhaust. Looks great. Now, overall, is this worth $1,100? Absolutely not. It is it's just a matte polystone flat finish. There isn't much intricacy or detail or even paint detail as that, because again, it was the aesthetic of the series itself. So I get it. What would I have priced this based on shipping, etc.? This is easily no more than a $600 piece. It's as big as the box is as big as a 1/4 statue would be. It doesn't have much detail to it at all. Honestly, I do think this is a $600 piece. Do I think you should go run and purchase this? Absolutely not. I think if you wait, they'll eventually reduce this and do like a 40% off deal, and then you'll be getting it at $600. And you're welcome. You can thank me later. Curious to know what your thoughts are on this. I think it's a miraculous freaking rad piece. Looks amazing. And I'm curious to know what your thoughts are. There's Harley Quinn alongside and Joker alongside Batman. They look amazing. A lot of people still give her face sculpt a lot of crap. I think it looks alright. I'm not pissed at it. But curious to know what your thoughts are, Enchanters. Will you be owning this piece? Do you have it on pre-order? Are you gonna hold off on it and wait till it's cheaper? That's what I recommend. You're welcome. And curious to know what your thoughts are. Don't forget to hit that smash button, y'all. Click on our website, type Iron Studios, and see what we currently do have available from Iron Studios. There is no coupon code on any Iron Studios pieces, but shipping is already included, so you know exactly what you're paying for. But we do offer a rewards program. You get 4% back in cash back, and our rewards points never expire. And if you live outside of the state of Texas, it's always tax-free, so you do save on tax. Which is pretty rad, and you know exactly what you're going to pay on shipping, which is very, very, very affordable, only on our Iron Studios pieces. Everything else is 10% off. So comment below, stay amazing, y'all. Keep collecting. Sound off below. What are your thoughts on this series? I'm really curious in knowing what y'all think. And until the next one, keep collecting, Enchanters.